Well, greetings and salutations, Series 2457 test takers. This is Dean Tenney coming to you from my off-grid studio, getting our kicks on historic Route 66. Did a tutoring session last week with the 24, and he wanted to go over the bid and the ask, locked and cross markets. These are some of the questions that he had on his agenda that we went through in that tutoring session. And I thought I would explicate them and share them with you. I think this is the third in a series of probably 7 or 8 questions that we went over. Here's this question. Various NASDAQ market makers are currently quoting XYZ stock as follows. Market maker 1, 1760, 18. Market maker 2, 1720, 1790. Market maker 3, 1750, 18. Market maker 4, 1750, 1790. Now, again, always a buffet. Take what you like, leave what you don't. I highly recommend that you try on your official Prometric scratch paper to make your own exhibit. So the first thing I would recommend doing is finding out what is the inside quote or inside market, the highest bid and the lowest ask. So based on that, the highest bid is 1760, lowest ask is 1790. A new market maker in the stock is permitted to enter which two of the following quotes for XYZ. I kind of like this because they're not point blank coming out and saying this is about a locked or cross market, but indeed that's what this is. This is a question testing you on, do you understand a locked market when the highest bid and the lowest ask are the same, or a crossed market where the bid is higher than the ask, right? So if you're entering a quote, what I would now suggest do is we enter the quote and see if there's a problem based on our exhibit. So 1765, 1765, 1810. I don't see any problem with that quote. There's no problem with that quote because that does not lock or cross the market. The highest bid now would be based on this quote, 1765. And by the way, the guy market maker at 1760 can't call and say, hey, what the heck you doing? All right, let's see the next quote here. So we're on choice A, and let's put in this next one. If we put in the next one, 18, 1810, we do have a problem, right? By the way, it's kind of foolish in the real world. The marketplace would take care of this because why do you, as a market maker, want to buy at 18 when there's another market maker willing to sell at 1790, right? The guy at 1790 is going to say, well, gee, you must be new. I was willing to sell it at 1790. But if you want to bid 18, you would hit that bid. But indeed, as you can see here, that is a problem because we now have let me get a different color here. We now have a bid that is higher than the ask. That's a cross market. And so A is out. All right, so we proceed in the same fashion for each of these quotes. The next one says 1765, 1810. By the way, it looks like Dean is doing more work than necessary. That looks like the same previous quote, and we already had determined that that would be okay. So no problem there. Let's see what the second part in choice B. We're working through choice B, and it says 1755, 1785. And again, that has changed the inside market. The lowest ask would now be 1785, and there's no problem there. There is no problem entering that quote. And so that is the answer. The answer is B, as in boy. Now, if we wanted, we could carry on. I don't recommend carrying on once we have the answer because why burn up brain cells unnecessarily? So I hope that helped you. Remember, when you're entering a quote, you can't enter a quote that would lock or cross the market. So based on this, I'll just boom, go back here. I could enter all the way up to 1789 on the bid, right? I could go up that far, and on the ask, I could go down to 1761 as it looks here. Remember, inch by inch, your Series 24 or Series 57's a cinch. yard by yard. Life is hard, or your test is hard. If you have an explication request for 24 or 57, send it to explication request at guruexamprep.com, and I'm more than happy to explicate it for you.